You know, if you hear the word Pharaoh, the first thing that will come to your mind, or the first place that will come to your mind, is Egypt, right? Good. But let me shock you. Egypt was not the first place we started hearing about Pharaoh. It has been discovered that 12 black pharaohs were reigning in a place named Tarseti, a place in Nubia, which is present-day Sudan. That these 12 black pharaohs reigned for at least 200 years before the first pharaonic dynasty in Egypt. It was also believed that the use of the writing system named hieroglyphs or Medu Nature, the first writing system, believed to have started by the Egyptians, started with the Sudanese, the Nubians, the people in Tarseti, before the Egyptians. Now, to understand more of this kind of history, I want you to pay attention. The Africans already understood what is civilization because they are the first human being on earth. We keep saying that the people of Sumeria are the first civilized people. But let me tell you, the earliest thing that we have found in Sumeria is just 2700 BCE, whereas the oldest political dynasty was found in Egypt, and it is over 3500 BCE. We understood civilization. That is why the first people to have an organized law, a written law, before any other people in the world were the African Egyptians. They had what we call the 42 Negative Confession of Mahat, or the 42 Laws of Mahat. It was from the 42 Laws of Mahat that the people you call the Jews or the Israelites, when they came to Egypt, not as slaves, but as students to study, it was when they came to Egypt, they copied 10 from the 42 Laws of Mahat, and they called it the 10 Commandments. The Africans understood what is civilization. That was why they were tracking the movement of the stars, the moon, and the planets. They even built the 3 great pyramids in Giza, named Khufu, Khafra, Menkaure. These 3 pyramids were built behind the Sphinx in Giza. You see, the essence of building these pyramids is to track the movement of the stars in our solar system. And if you meticulously look at how the 3 pyramids were properly arranged and aligned, you will see that they are in direct alignment with the 3 stars of Orion Belt. That is the Khufu Pyramid, the Khafra Pyramid, and the Menkaure Pyramid. Our ancestors were so good in science. They were so good in medicine. Our African ancestors have started the science of surgery for thousands of years. Our African ancestors were into what we call CS, the cesarean section, and the first people in the world to carry out a perfect and a systematic cesarean section were the Africans in Uganda, over 5,100 years before any Europeans started existing. Our African ancestors understood what is civilization. That was why they were able to invent the first calendar in the world, named the stellar calendar, before it was reversed to the solar calendar. And it was this calendar Cleopatra gave to the Caesar to take to Rome, because the Romans were having an inaccurate calendar. Our African ancestors were the foundation of civilization. That was why they gave civilization to the Europeans twice. The first civilization we gave to the Europeans was when we educated the Europeans, such as Socrates, Plato, Aristotle, Pythagoras, and even Hippocrates, the one who claimed to be the father of medicine. The second civilization we gave to the Europeans was when we went to Europe, conquered the Europeans, and ruled them for over 700 years, starting from 711 AD, when we gave them a taste of civilization, when we built universities for them, when we taught them how to bathe regularly, when we gave them street lights. We even taught them how to read and write. Europeans were not studying numbers. They were into Roman figure. The Catholic Church said that numbers are the signs of the devil. It was when African ancestors all the way from North Africa named the Moors. It was when they came to Europe, they introduced the science of mathematics and the science of numbers. The Catholic Church say that anyone who go into the study of numbers, which is numerology, is nothing else but the sons and daughters of the Antichrist. Until Africans, they came, that was when the Europeans started going into the science of mathematics. Our African ancestors were so great, but today they will tell you not to call on your ancestors, that your ancestors are dead people. It was your ancestors who died for you. No, Jesus Christ died for you. It was your ancestors who took bullets for you. No, Jesus Christ died for you. My ancestors were enslaved for over 400 years. They stood firm to defend the African land, that today I am building my houses, that today I am building my industries. Let me tell you, black man, you have to wake up. The problem with black people is that they don't have this attitude, this desire to study about their past. TikTok, this teaching is strictly for educational purpose. Get that book I authored, The Untold History of the Black Race and the Fall of African Civilization. In that book, you're going to know your history that they will never teach you in school. Black man, wake up.